Hello, everybody, and welcome to Punchlines. I am Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan. Oh, my goodness. Today's show, we have some video of me and even Alex White at the Celebrity Flag football game that was at the Dollar Loan Center last night. We had a good time. Ann was with us. It was in nearby Henderson. But you know what's not nearby? Japan, where Taylor Swift is currently doing concerts as we speak. But thankfully, her journey to Vegas will be tracked by NORAD, a la another very popular artist, Santa. Look at this. Oh, there she is. Taylor Swift's trying to get home, Chris. There she is, just like they do for the kids on Christmas Eve. Taylor Swift's journey from Japan to Vegas. And, of course, if Taylor Swift makes it on time and maybe Usher gets sick, Taylor could jump in and do the halftime show. Maybe she does a little Creed. Here it is. That would be Taylor Swift singing Creed. Some genius on the internet put that together. Texas Ranger fans are loving it. That was their song. That won the ring. And there's Taylor Swift singing Creed. On our show today, sitting in the studio, the return of Joe D'Amico, who is 16-4 in his last 20 Super Bowl sides and 8-1 in the last 9 total. So he's hot. That's called a tease in the biz, ladies and gentlemen. So you definitely want to stay tuned or whatever, logged on, I guess it's called. And coming in just a minute, Chris Andrews, the hardworking. The man has not slept this week, ladies and gentlemen. He's the director of the sports book right behind me. A lot of activity coming in. I'm seeing the Niners jerseys creeping in from California. Had the KC people all week. And yesterday, the busiest I've ever seen it, we had Clydesdales. 2 Budweiser Clydesdales went to the windows and placed bets. Oh, you want to see footage of that? Don't worry. It's coming up later in the show. It was unbelievable. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen. Today is February 9th, just 2 days until football Christmas, as I'm calling it. It's also National Cut the Cord Day, which we encourage you at home to cut the cable cord because you just watch YouTube TV all the time. Just get YouTube TV. You can watch his show, Sports by the Book, Race Day with Ralph, right? And
I mean, that's not really how YouTube TV works. YouTube TV is separate from YouTube.
Why not? That's what I'm saying. So upgrade to just getting YouTube TV and YouTube and all the YouTube stuff.
Well, yeah, YouTube's free.
YouTube is free, but get the premium is what I'm saying.
You don't need to pay for anything to watch our shows.
Well,
that's
even
what
better.
I'm saying.
I'm just trying to tell him to cut the cord. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Just watch YouTube TV all day. Now, today, this is very important to point out. Today is National Pizza Day. Okay? And there's look at that. It's a shape of a heart. That's what every girl wants on Valentine's Day. A heart-shaped pizza. Just advanced word. I'm going to ask this question. I'm going to ask it to the crew. I'm Italian. Vinny, listen up. Does pineapple belong on pizza? Ryan, yes or no?
I put it on my pizza.
This is why your last name's McCormick. It doesn't make sense. Ann, pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
No.
No. Thank you, Ann. Sean, you're the tiebreaker.
Yes.
No, this is criminal.
Why do you prevent things from going on pizza?
Because nothing cold and fruity should be on a pizza, except for tomato sauce.
It doesn't stay cold.
It's ridiculous. It's not. You're not supposed to have a
You don't
sweet
eat cold
fruit.
pizza?
I love cold pizza. I prefer cold pizza, but I don't eat pineapple because I'm a human being.
You don't eat pineapple, period.
Yeah, I have to go to Vinny on this. Vinny, I believe Vinny.
What do you put on your pizza?
Sausage, pepperoni, extra sauce.
Okay, you don't eat any other kind of
And then
pizza?
I put a few Lipitors on top of that to keep the art.
I feel like most things could go on a pizza.
I'm not saying the question wasn't other things. It was about pineapple.
Right, but why are you limiting pineapple if other things?
Because I hate it and I think it should be a crime. Vinny,
No,
let Vinny Magliulo. You have the Vinny video?
On pizza, it is delicious.
Did
Put
you
some
not?
hot
Did you
sauce
not?
on it too.
Did you not send Ann the Vinny video?
You didn't send me a video.
You can imagine what Vinny thought about this whole thing. We'll play it later.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Definitely
it's show 86. Show 86. Go ahead. We didn't do a collage because Ryan's been waiting for this before we bring Chris on. Now, 86. Now, do you know what 86 means to 86 something? Is that a term that's gone out of the way?
Kick him out of yeah.
It means throw it out, right? Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's see what collage you did. We didn't do 86 jerseys. It was just going to be a lot of... You did the champions of 86. The C being the Chicago Bears logo, champions of 86. So you had Louisville.
Yep.
Louisville, I believe. Was that Purvis Ellison, I think?
I'm not sure, but
Denny Crum was the coach for sure.
they beat Duke.
They beat Duke. Oh, you're happy about that as a UNC person. And then you got the Montreal. Wow. Is that the last time they won?
I'm not sure.
Possibly.
They beat the Flames in 5 games.
Okay. And then I see Larry Bird. Celtics were the champs.
Yeah,
Is that Martina there holding that up? I can't tell.
Yeah. Female athlete of the year and male athlete of the year.
She was amazing. Martina, I was a Chris Everett Lloyd fan, but Martina was like the rival. And then what's that upper right one, ATA? What is that?
The Argentina won the World Cup that year.
Oh, wow. You're pulling out World Cups. And then the New York Mets, of course, the amazing Mets. Should have been the Red Sox, but the Mets pulled it out. And, of course,
Joe
your
Buckner
Chicago
play.
Bears. Chicago Bears.
Yep. And then Oklahoma beat Penn State in the national championship for
Oh,
football.
wow. I didn't even remember. Chris doesn't like that as a Penn State fan. All right, Ryan, that was a good one, man. And, of course, Super Bowl Shuffle. That's the only thing I can think of right now. And speaking of which, some of your Bears got into the Hall of Fame yesterday.
Yeah. Yep.
Steve McMichael, who was on that team, and Devin Hester, who I was rooting for.
Who deserved it his first ballot.
He did. And I forgot that he actually played defense. He actually had 100 snaps on defense for 3 seasons. But, 19 touchdowns.
Yeah.
19 return touchdowns, 14 punts, 5 kicks, and did it on the biggest stage in the Super Bowl. And the best return man. The reason he doesn't have more than 19 touchdowns, they didn't kick to him.
Just kick it out of bounds.
And as soon as they would make a mistake, the announcer would be like, oh, God, they kicked to Hester. And he would get it, and he'd run it back. He was one of the most exciting football players, so congratulations to them for making the Hall of Fame. And if I could get on my soapbox for a second, Heinz Ward belongs in the Hall of Fame. You know who would agree with me on that? This gentleman coming in right now, who I can't believe is giving us 5 minutes right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Andrews is here. Chris Andrews. Chris, I don't know which chair you want. There you go.
I'm going to stand.
All right, what do you got a Steelers tie on?
I wore this.
Yeah.
It's all from today, tomorrow, Sunday, nothing but Steelers stuff. So tomorrow, I think I'm going to wear the Joe Green.
Oh.
And
Saving Franco?
Sunday Franco. I think that's going to be the rotation.
You got it.
Today I put the Steeler tie on.
Yeah.
So
that's nice.
Hearing with you and then later with Jeff.
Exactly. Now, listen, the Super Bowl Sunday, we've been talking about all the action, all the fun that's going to be happening here at the South Point Casino. I'm going to be around the hotel for the whole game. I'm going to hit the showroom. I'm going over here to the Grandview. There's a fancy party that
you're not invited.
Still not getting into. They won't let me into the fancy party, and damn it.
By the way, I've been saying we have room for 4,000 people.
Yeah.
Ronnie corrected me yesterday. He says more like 7,000.
Oh, my God. So there's plenty. And by the way, it's free admission. It's got to be 21.
Free.
Free. Come down. There's going to be plenty of parties.
Except the one that you're not allowed to go to.
I'm not allowed to go to that one, ladies and gentlemen. I will be wearing a Steelers shirt, though. I have to rep the Steelers.
Well, you got to.
Been wearing the South Point shirt all week. We have the video from the flag football game coming up soon. But first, we got Chris here because, Chris, hot off the presses, it's hot right here. We have the South Point NFL Championship prop sheet. This is the cross sport one. And you know me, I like goofy stuff.
I know. Oh, really?
I like this one. Now, for those of you who don't know what cross sport propositions are, this is where we take something from basketball. Sometimes we even have women's college and hockey, and it's all tied to the Super Bowl. So is there anything which one do you want to put up first, Sean? We'll put one up. This one, Ryan and I were talking about. Montreal Canadiens goals or Brock Purdy touchdown passes on Sunday. And Brock Purdy's getting 1.5 on this.
Getting 1.5.
Getting 1.5.
I don't know. That's about right. I don't know.
I like that one. Then the other one, what's the next one you have there, Sean? We got Montreal. Okay.
That was 34.87 and 34.88.
Okay, 34.88.
Do you want to talk 34.85?
Yeah, sure. Whatever one you want to put up next.
Still St. Louis, Montreal.
Yeah, this is the other hockey one, right?
Combined goals in that game on Sunday versus first quarter points in the Super Bowl.
Now, this one jumps out at me. I like the first quarter point one.
First quarter points.
Right? Now, because, look, Montreal, St. Louis, the final score, average hockey game, you're going to, 6 goals?
Yeah.
6.5?
Yeah, 3-2, 4-3,
right?
something like that.
So 7. Let's say 7. That means we need a touchdown and a field goal in the first quarter. Teams come out.
Winner,
sometimes, they're a little juiced up. Sometimes they go 3 and out because the passes are airing. Everyone's juiced up a little.
Laying 1.5. Too,
I know.
Yeah,
yep.
So
I like the football. Do you want to talk about, before we finish more of the crosstalks, you wanted to talk about some of the ones you don't want.
I was just going to throw a couple out
Please
there.
do.
Guys
Let's hear
always like to hear these things,
Yeah.
because they love to root against the bookmaker, which is fine. I understand that, who's going to root for the bookmaker?
Right.
But here's the ones that hurt us.
This is the ones that hurt. Okay.
These are the ones I don't want to see.
Don't want to see happen.
The last touchdown of the game.
Okay.
By Mitchell.
Okay.
So I don't want to see that.
Okay.
The MVP.
Okay.
Well, this one I'm sweating a little bit. Debo.
I know he's going to run and catch. That one will hurt you if he gets
Pacheco, who a lot of people think are going to have a big game.
He should. Oh, boy.
And Rice, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
But the first two,
yeah,
I'm definitely...
the Debo one would make me nervous.
Pacheco, a lot of guys, I'm hearing a lot of Pacheco stuff. As a matter of fact, they bet him, plus 23 yards, I think, against McCaffrey's rushing yards. So,
okay.
But a lot of people thinking Pacheco's going to have a big game.
Well, everyone we've been talking about, even guys we have on the show, Casey's going to run. Everyone thinks it's the aerial attack, but and he's the guy who's going to run. Edwards-Helaire, has been kind of pushed out by Pacheco.
Yeah,
Edwards-Helaire was a high draft pick.
now. Yeah.
And Pacheco,
talented guy too.
yeah, I mean, I remember I wanted the Steelers maybe to grab him.
Yeah.
But Pacheco, that could be a bad,
Yeah.
The Debo one would scare me too because he's their multi guy, right? He busts a few long runs or gets a few touchdowns.
If anybody out there listening, we have really good prices on Brock Purdy and Mahomes.
Okay.
So we got good prices. If you want to come in and bet them, because I mean, we don't just lower number. I mean, we try to keep a percentage around what we want to hold.
Right.
So you lower one, you raise another one.
Exactly.
So right now, you got the two quarterbacks with some pretty decent prices out there.
And of course, go ahead, Ryan.
Chris, would that be what's best for you? Is if one of the quarterbacks win MVP?
Yeah.
Which is
Okay.
Usually what happens.
Okay. Don't ever cry for the bookmaker.
Exactly. And then, of course, what we like to point out is South Point has the best lines, and Ryan always explains it. So go ahead, Ryan, you do it again.
If you take the money line, you have an extra 10-cent straddle. So instead of minus 125 for the Niners and plus 105 for the Chiefs, you have minus 125 on the Niners and plus 115 for the Chiefs. So it's going to be best price in town. And then if you take the spread, instead of it being minus 110 like it normally is here, it is instead minus 105. So again, best price in town.
Best price in town and free parties.
So a guy who's well known around town, everywhere, Bill Krakenberger came in. He was talking to me. He goes, have you had that minus 105? I said, yeah, well, I think we did it Monday or Tuesday once we got settled with the number. He says, it's been out there all this time. How could I not know that? I said, I don't know, Crack.
It's on the marquees.
It's on the I don't know.
That's what you do.
He usually speaks well of us, but he asked me, why would you guys do it? I said, Crack, take a look around.
Yeah.
Michael Gaughan likes to have a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
It seems to have worked out okay.
I think he's doing all right.
I think he's doing. Every once in a while, he'll complain to me about this and that. I just look at him and say, Michael, you seem to be doing okay.
We're doing all right.
Yeah.
Now, I have never seen the sport. I've been here on busy Sundays, but yesterday was really exciting when we had the Clydesdales come through. Now, we're going to show that later, and there'll be a video up on the website. But we stayed overtime yesterday. We stayed a little later. I mean, there were two horses placing bets, and one bet 500 on the Chiefs, one 500 on the Niners.
Yeah, I think we kind of rigged that one.
Wait, the horses didn't clop their heel?
Yeah.
It was unbelievable, and there were no accidents as far as I saw.
There was none. That was my biggest sweat.
There's new carpeting in the entire hotel.
I know.
Got to keep it clean.
And when you walk on it, it springs.
I don't know if they
lovely.
didn't feed or water them for a day and a half or what, but we had no accidents.
No accidents. We were prepared. There was a guy trailing with the bucket.
By the way, I was still on some of the things that we get beat on.
No.
I want to mention one more.
Okay, please.
We get this all the time. 3 straight scores.
Yes.
Will either team make 3 straight scores? Your inclination is that no, they won't. Trust me when it's a sucker bet.
Really?
Yes comes in way more than
really.
No. Yeah.
So you don't want 3 consecutive scores?
I do want 3.
Oh, you do want 3
because everybody out there is betting that there will not be.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, and it's almost like one way to think about it. The first one is almost like a gimme.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Then you need 2 more after that.
That's true, right? Yeah.
So the first one's again. I'm telling you, it's kind of a sucker bet. So that's your public service announcement.
Bet number 3065 and 3066.
What is it again?
Bet number 3065 and 3066.
Yeah.
Okay.
66.
So I'm just telling you, a lot of they 3 straight times. They don't do that. They do it all the time.
See, when he does his dumb guy voice, that's me. That's what he's exactly doing. Like, that's me.
Not much on tape.
Frankie
I'm pretty
Overs.
good at invitations.
A couple more cross props. This is the one that's intriguing to Ryan and I as well. The Caitlin Clark one I love, right? Yeah. That's 34.93, Sean. So what is it? Caitlin Clark, total points scored, and she's averaging around 32, 33, right? She's about to break Kelsey Plum's record for all-time scoring and she's, by the way, this Caitlin Clark is something else to watch. I've actually watched Iowa games.
She can shoot like crazy.
Unbelievable.
But she's good, too.
Yeah.
I think she was not the high scorer on her team last night, though.
Oh, really?
For the first time in a long time.
We were at the flag football game, Ann and Alex and I, which you guys will be seeing momentarily. But let's see. And then so it's Caitlin Clark's total points or Travis Kelce's first half receiving yards. And Travis Kelce's minus 3.5. Now, he had that monster, 98 yards or 9 catches in the AFC Championship or something like that. So, I don't know. Caitlin Clark can fill it up. That game's at 10 a.m. Iowa versus Nebraska. I mean, that's a fun bet. That's a
good one. Yeah, they're all kind of fun. And like I said, this is the first I'm looking at.
Yeah. So, do you want to take a look at it?
No, I don't.
But these are fun bets, and this is why you want to come down to the South Point.
She needs 39 points for the record.
So that would be amazing if she could get the record on Super Bowl Sunday when a lot of people are going to have money on it.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
You could root for her to have 39, right?
Didn't one of her teammates had like 40 something last night?
Yeah. Stolke had 47.
Wow.
Shot 17 of 20 from the field.
It was Snooki from
17 of 20 from the field?
Snooki?
17 of 20, yeah.
Wow.
Stolke.
Oh, Stalky. By the way, I got an alert during the celebrity flag football game that Steph Curry had 9 threes going into the fourth.
Yeah, he hit his first
away.
7 shots, all threes.
He didn't break Clay's record, though, right? He kind of slowed down.
Yeah.
I saw a little of the highlights in the bar, walking through the bar, and just him. He's unbelievable. When he's on, he's on. Yeah. So anyway, we got these sheets. These are hot. The cross-sport propositions are a lot of fun. I have a feeling I might take several of those. Anything else about the big game?
Quick story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, story time with Chris. By the way,
no.
The live comments, but people love the stories. People always say I could listen to a story by Chris every day. So go for it.
They don't have to. They could go buy my books.
They could buy your book on Amazon.
Yeah.
Then one day, go to Amazon. Chris Andrews, he's got 3 books out there. Go buy his books. The stories are there.
Okay, so last night, I'm dead asleep. 1:30 in the morning, I get a call. Kyle, the graveyard supervisor.
Okay.
Got a guy here wants to bet $300,000 on the Niners. I said, man, I'm dead asleep. Guys, give me a minute. I go check the computer. Look, yeah. I said, yeah, fire it up. It's fine. He says, he doesn't have. I'm waiting for the. I said, go ahead, take the bet, and let me see if I'm going to move anything. Yeah, because I think he was thinking about betting money lines, betting point spread, whatever. So I'm sitting there. Finally, Kyle goes, he doesn't have the money. He needs to have it wired in. I said, oh, geez. Is that why you woke me up at 1:30 in the morning? It wasn't Kyle's fault. Anyway, the guy came in this morning. I apologized. He goes, I'm sorry. He goes, I'm having trouble with my wire. I said, well, whatever you get, we'll be more than happy to accommodate
Yeah, right.
you. And I was joking. He was eating an ice cream cone. I said, what'd you do? Bring me an ice cream cone to make up for last night? He said, no, but you want me to get you one? I said, no, maybe later. But anyway, if I hope, anyway, yeah, sure. Come on in.
God.
Come on in. Yeah. So
wow.
Anyway, he was a really nice guy. He really was, and he was apologetic and all that. He says just having trouble with the wires.
But he's going to get the bet in, right?
Well, whatever he gets in, he says I might not be able to get that much in. He says I'm having trouble with the. Whatever.
I have problem. Every time I try to get over $250,000, this is what happens. Ryan, you have this problem, right?
Yeah.
What were you doing at 1:30 last night?
Changing a diaper.
Changing a diaper. There you go. That's the life of a newborn baby.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And finally on Sunday is the Super Bowl, but it will also be episode number 2 of Curb Your Enthusiasm's final season.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Ooh. Which, by the way, I watched the first one again last night. It's amazing. Do you watch Curb Your Enthusiasm? And camera guy? Okay, there we go. That's not Turner, is it?
No.
Okay, that was Turner for a second. All right, Sean, do you watch Curb? I don't know.
What's wrong with you
I
people?
don't know. It's the funniest
Pineapples
show.
on pizzas, Curb Your. I have my grandson is just turned 6.
Okay.
So I'm writing a book for him to just when he's. I told his mother when he's 12. We can give him the book when he's 12.
Oh, nice.
2 things I put in that thing: pineapple does not go on a pizza. Ketchup does not go on a hot dog, among many other things.
I'm a mustard guy, and I like a little ketchup on a hot dog. Just a little.
Put some sugar
on.
Dollop, just do that.
Just a little dollop of the low sugar Heinz 57. All right, that is Chris Andrews. He's got to go back to work, and we're talking about pizza on pineapple. You want me to talk more about National Pizza Day with some Italians? That's right. I bumped into the cast of Jersey Shore, the number 1 show in MTV history last night, at the Celebrity Flag Football game, and I spoke to a couple of them. So here's my video of me at the Celebrity Flag Football game last night, also featuring Alex White. Roll the beautiful bean footage. It's art, we want to say. Hey, Frank Nicotero here for South Point Studio. We're at the Celebrity Flag Football game in the Pauly D section. Italians meeting. Here we go. Woo! Oh! All right, that was the game. We'll see you next time. So that's Pauly D. He's Italian. I got to be able to go talk to him. It's National Pizza Day tomorrow. Alex, does pineapple belong on pizza?
I like pineapple on my pizza.
You are the only person, and you're half Italian. So we'll put it on half. Anyway, we're here at the Dollar Loan Center for the Celebrity Flag Football game, and it looks like it's going to be a good time. Is there anyone you're looking forward to seeing?
RG3, of course.
RG3 is here, baby, and on turf, you know he's fast. So
Usher's coming out for halftime, right?
Yeah, I think Usher is coming out. I think it's valet, actually. It's a valet comes out. It just asks everyone if they need their car tickets. But here's the thing. The first half over is set at 60.
Okay. Are you going over?
I'm taking the over 60.
Surprise.
What do you think? You like the over?
Yeah, I'll go with the over in this
All
one.
right. It's going to be close. I scouted these teams. We're hoping for an over. All right. So Doug Flutie just scored a touchdown. You know Doug Flutie's my hero because, he's my height. So let's get the 2-pointer. McGrady. Oh! All right, we have a hell of a score here at halftime. 36-26, which is good. 62, I had the over at 60. So I had the over at 60. I needed that 2-point conversion or I would have pushed. So at halftime, Frankie Overs hit that one. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
No.
No, there you go. It's National Pizza Day, so pizza, pineapple. Who likes pineapple on pizza? Right, so we're here to cheer on Pauly D, but look who it is. It's Vinny. Now, Vinny, I was on an episode
of Double Shot of
Love.
He was the debate host.
I was the debate host. So listen, tomorrow is National Pizza Day.
Okay.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Hell no.
Thank you.
We're from New York. We don't do that.
If anyone, oh God, the ball's coming out, Vinny! Oh! Oh, they're wheelman! Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, that's the authorities on pizza. The crew, the cast, Snooki and Vinny both say no pineapple. So
No pineapple. Come on.
do we have Vinny? We asked Vinny Malio. We asked Vinny. Here's
ahead.
Vinny.
One more time.
Okay, hold on. We're going to take two.
Get some audio on it. Yeah.
I know you're not asking this question, Frank. You put mozzarella on pancakes? Oh, forget about it.
Cheesy pancakes?
No, that would be disgusting. Oh, you like that thought?
Mozzarella?
No.
Ricotta? Okay.
He's saying, would you do that?
No, I mean, it was a hypothetical. I got it. I'm just saying. If
I'm
it
going
was
back to work.
Yeah,
Have
that's my
fun, you
souvenir.
guys.
There's Chris.
Thanks,
Thank you, Chris Andrews. Head back to work, ladies and gentlemen. Come down to the South Point for the Super Bowl. Big parties and the funnest bets.
Girl Genius had a good comment.
What did Girl Genius say?
She said she's all for freedom of pizza. She might just not eat it.
She just might not eat it. There you go. She's right out in the booth there, Chris. All right. So anyway, let's see. Oh my God, newborn baby. I don't know who that. Oh, Girl Genius. That was her. Her first episode is awesome. Bob Dell says. Tommy Green, poor Chris, awakened for work. Hey, duty calls. You know what I'm saying? Joey B, he saw that too. Maybe someone. Snooki. That's right. We had Snooki. And no pineapple. Thank you. Jerry. Jerry's chiming in from Florida. The man's on vacation.
He might be back.
He might be. Let's go with he's on vacation.
Yeah,
It sounds better.
Yeah.
And then Joey B, Frank with the Jersey Shore peeps, not taking life advice from Snooki. And the Jersey Shore cast put Paul, they put penicillin on their pizza. That's my Italian finger I got at the game. We had a good time last night. Alex was there. The over hit, I think, totally too, by the way. By the way, Sean Stiletto, or whatever the guy's name is, Tommy DeVito's guy, he had like 4 touchdowns. No one could cover the
Receiving?
guy. Yeah, he was receiving. Yeah, he got like 4 touchdowns. So here's the inside scoop we got. RG3 leaves the game at halftime.
Okay.
Doug Flutie gets traded mid-game. You can do that. There's no rules or commissioner. So Doug Flutie takes over as quarterback for Team RG3, changes the shirt and, whatever. So a kid behind us in our box, we were, and I, in the box. That's how we roll at the South Point. His sister works inside of the stadium, said RG3 hurt himself. So we don't know if we're breaking news on this. I don't know. But RG3, whose career ended, our source, I can't reveal our source. It's a sister of a guy that we know who was wearing an RG3 jersey at the game. That RG3 may have been injured.
This sounds reliable.
I don't know. I think Shanahan called the play as well. Mike Shanahan, that caused it. But yeah, so, I mean.
It wasn't Jay Gruden that called the play?
Was it Jay Gruden? No, the coach. Oh, he was the offensive coordinator back then, right?
He was the head coach back then.
Was he? I thought Shanahan was the coach when he ripped his knee.
Mike Shanahan?
Yeah. I thought Mike Shanahan was the coach when he ripped his knee.
Wasn't it beforehand? I'm pretty sure it was Gruden.
I don't know. Anyway, he was injured at the celebrity game. Now he's on NFL Network and stuff, or Fox or whatever one of them. ESPN. So we'll have to watch out and see if he's hobbling or not. But we were told by good authority that RG3 might have hurt himself at a celebrity flag football game. That's very sad.
He's a great guy. He would be a great guest on the show.
Poor guy. Let's see here. Looking over some of these other cross sport. I mean, Chris was here. Now, Chris was saying he wasn't aware of a lot of these yet. They had to whittle them down. You're telling me, we put it up already. This is 3486. This is show, oh my God, it's show 86. And it's show 86. I'm doing it. That's my bet of the day then. Before I leave this. Oh my God. We got to go bet this. We got to go heavy on San Francisco and KC's first quarter points, -1.5 St. Louis, Montreal goals. Again, Hockey game, 6-7 goals. So we need a field goal and a touchdown, and we're winners. Ryan, what am I not seeing here? Is this one? This seems like easy money.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at what the Blues have done recently.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that. There's a lot going on. We're gonna have Joe D'Amico in a bit.
Only 2 games that day.
Yeah, I don't know, but Vinny is the final authority on that. Vinny said no pineapple on pizza.
Wow.
We're done with them.
So the Blues lost their most recent game. They got shut out 1-0, and then they had a 4-game streak of winning 4-3. So 7.
So 7.
Yeah.
So you get me 10 points, or you get that half. You get the safety. Hold on, I'm leaving frame, man. Jumping out, everyone.
No one can hear
I realized I had something I wanted to use today.
Backpack.
Shush! Where is
Backpack,
it? Oh my
backpack.
God! Did I forget my? I
What-
hear it.
What are we?
It's in here. I just wanted to show it off. We got a lot of free stuff last night, by the way.
1-5-2. They lost the Penguins 3-2. Another 7-goal game.
So again, all you're telling me is that the KC San Francisco first quarter point seems to be the bet.
Yeah, I mean, I do like that too.
Me and Ryan agree on something? All right, so now it's official. I'm drinking out of my Super Bowl collector's cup. It's a collector's cup. You know what this will be worth? It was worth the... You know what?
You had.
I tried to entertain America.
in your bag.
What's up?
You had the cup in your bag.
I did. Well, it's clean.
Is there not a side pouch for?
I was in a hurry this morning, you know? I want to get to the studio and entertain. Anyway, so everything tastes better out of the souvenir. This is the only souvenir I have so far. Oh, no, I have my barefoot towel. All right. It's not a backpack. Ain't no way Frank is getting the backpack revenue. Oh, yeah, that's Dora the Explorer. Backpack.
Wow.
How about that?
Wow.
Jerry, boom. You know where I learned it, Jerry?
Wow.
Pittsburgh. I have nephews. They watch Dora. The little there was Dora, and then the monkey sidekick's name was Geronimo? Gypsy?
Boots.
Boots. There you go. Oh, it was my first dog's name. I should have. You have a boot story? Dora's story. Go for it. Is Ann Mike's up? And go for it.
My son was very, very smart. And he
Andrew? Drew Dog?
both of them.
Okay.
But I was particularly with my older son in a locker room, passing through to the pool, and my son had been watching Dora the Explorer. So he's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Right.
And I walk back past this woman who is probably, that's her first language is Spanish. And she looks at her daughter like, how come he can do it and you can't?
No, I knew Dora the Explorer. So there. I got it, Jerry. What's his reaction? Oh, yeah, Jerry goes quiet now. Okay. All right, let's see. And do we have the graphic for Post with Punchlines?
I'm the map.
Roll it! There it is. Look at that. All the different apps, ladies and gentlemen. Punch! That's the first time I've seen it. That's the first time I've seen it like that, rolling. That's unbelievable. Post with Punchlines. This is where we comb the internet so you don't have to because, you know, you guys have jobs, but this is our job. This one's going to be quick, man, because it's disturbing looking. This is our job, Ryan. This is our job,
Yeah,
damn it.
this is our job.
This is our job. Rock Purdy. Someone made a combined Brock Purdy with The Rock and turned it into Rock Purdy. You cannot unsee that, ladies and by the way, Travis Kelce. Oh, my God. That is disturbing. That is Michael Jackson and Travis Kelce right there combined.
Kelsey.
That is outstanding. Oh, my God. So, Rock, I can't even, you can't unsee those. I'm sorry. That was just a quick one. All right, let's move on to number 2. Usher halftime, 0 pay. Now, this is amazing. So, can you read this one out to people? Just explain what happens. Reno Paul sent me this one.
1 second.
Yeah, so Usher, they don't get paid to do the halftime show.
Yeah, so Apple Music has a deal with the NFL.
They sponsor it, right?
Yeah, so they pay $50 million annually to sponsor the halftime show, and they don't pay the performer anything.
Right.
So
because
the performer gets a budget to do their.
It's like $15 million budget
set
to
up
plan
their
the show.
But yeah, they are basically doing the concert for free because of all the exposure
Right.
that the Super Bowl gets.
Yeah, their streaming goes up like 500 million%,
Yeah,
and that's how they
There's
end
supposed
up.
to be like 115 million people watching the Super Bowl.
Right.
And only 100, maybe 100,000 can attend a concert.
Right.
And so they're getting so much more exposure than they would if they were actually performing.
Well, it's a 13. I mean, commercials are $7 million.
Right.
And they get 13 minutes. So that's worth
for free.
a lot more
Yes.
if you do the math.
26 times 7. Yeah.
Yeah. So, in the past, none of these artists have ever gotten paid. Now, The Weeknd,
Yeah, he ended up paying
$7 million.
out of pocket. Yeah.
Out of his own pocket, he put in $7 million. And of course, everyone's like, wow, how does The Weeknd have $7 million extra? But I guess, you don't make the money. You make the money in concert. So he sells out stadiums.
Yeah. Well,
I can name like 2 songs.
buy some stuff too.
I can name 2 or 3 songs.
Go for it.
Oh, I mean, I can't feel my face. I can't feel my face when I'm with you. And then that one. That's the same song.
Did not recognize.
And then the other one's The Hills or something.
Yeah.
Is it right?
Yeah.
Look at that. It says I'm not hip. All right, let's see. The next one, Mr. Bojangles. Do you know who Mr. Bojangles is? Have you ever heard that term before?
I know what Bojangles.
I know you know what the chicken is, but Mr. Bojangles is it's an old song by Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, maybe. Mr. Bojangles dance. It's an old it was a pop hit in the 70s. I had the 45, small record. So anyway, Mr. Bojangles is Javon Hargrave, ex-Steeler. Sorry, I'm getting my last Pittsburgh out of my system before Jerry returns. He loves to win. And he deprived himself of his favorite fast food until his team won. If you can look at that tweet, he will not have, what does it say? In high school, his team was 0-11.
Yep.
And he said, until we win a game, I will not eat Bojangles chicken. This was a big sacrifice. I'm going to do it right now. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen. I will not have Bojangles chicken until the Steelers win another Super Bowl.
You're going to have to travel to get it.
Exactly. More of a Zaxby's guy. I don't know. Are there Zaxby's in Vegas?
No, there's one in Utah.
They're usually south. They're usually like south. Well, Bojangles is more down south, but I've never had either. Cane's, though. I did have the Cane's finally on your recommendation. Pretty good.
Yeah? Did you try the hot sauce in the sauce?
I the hot sauce mixture. I don't know if we made it or not, but it was good.
Oh.
I'm still a Chick-fil-A guy. I'm sorry. The Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
Oh.
How can you not? You worked at Chick-fil-A.
I did not.
You worked at In-N-Out.
No.
You worked somewhere.
A sandwich.
Capriati's. That's right. I knew it was something I liked. All right, we're going over. What's the next one? Speaking of food, now this is the spread in the suites, and it's ridiculous the money that's spent on this and the spreads they put out. So we have video of this right here. We call it Super Sweet Food, SUITE. So go ahead, roll that. What do we have here?
So like a seafood platter, yeah. And then souvenir popcorn.
They could have filled those all the way
bacon wrapped hot dog.
Bacon wrapped hot
dog.
Got
barbecue burn end burritos.
What? Yeah.
A glazed donut.
Okay. Oh my God.
Carne asada fries.
Are we all hungry right now? We all going to the EDR after this?
Pretty good.
This is what you get though. You spend $2.5 million. That's what you get. Surf and turf nachos. Oh, I know Ann's a big nacho fan. I went down to get food last night at halftime of the Celebrity Flag football game. Ann's like, I love nachos. Came back empty-handed. No nachos. They didn't have any, Ann. Sorry. And we were on petty cash too, right? What is a burnt end burrito? I've never heard of this product. Have you ever heard of this?
A burnt end burrito?
Yeah.
They have them at the ballpark, Las Vegas ballpark.
Well, I'll be working there this summer.
They're like pulled pork.
So they cut it and then they just kind of sear it so it's burnt at the end, or I don't understand.
I'm not sure how they do it. Sean might know.
John, do you know what a burnt end burrito is? Oh yeah.
Brisket.
The thick part of the brisket. Oh, that's like the burnt. Oh my God. Can we get a box at the Super Bowl? We never even really thought about asking. Can we get a box? What did I miss? What did you...
Frank has extreme FOMO.
What?
You have extreme FOMO.
That I'm missing? I like to know what people are laughing about. I just want to make sure I'm not being played the fool. I do. I don't like... Oh, God. FOMO is fear of missing out.
There you go.
I know. YOLO. Drake. You only live once. I'm down.
What does that have to do with Drake?
Because he had that song, YOLO, didn't he? Now they are laughing. Now I'm being played a fool. Drake has a song called YOLO. Am I wrong?
I think so.
Live commenter, someone? Drake fan? Okay, there you go. Joey B. Oh, it's called The Motto. Oh, okay. What? You know what, you kids? Shut up. It's tasty. Everyone, David Sanders. Burn end is barbecue brisket. All right, that's the first day I go to the ballpark. By the way, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to work the ballpark because I still haven't figured out that the whole thing I got to fill out.
That's nice.
That's really weird. Okay, next up, Brittany Mahomes. Okay, we got Brittany Mahomes. Brittany Mahover exposed. Brittany Mahomes, good for her. She gets a lot of flack because she's always in the booth hugging with Taylor Swift and stuff. But I mean, she's in the SI new swimsuit issue right there, which it might be the last swimsuit issue because Sports Illustrated's out of business, right? So there she is. I mean, she looks beautiful. Congratulations to Brittany Mahomes. That's probably the most skin we've ever shown on the show, unless you guys want this. Okay. Anyway, so Brittany Mahomes is in the new Sports Illustrated. That's a big deal for models and actresses and famous people. There you go. All right, next one up. This plays into yesterday. We're going to a video right now. So here we go. Can I bum a beer, bud? So yesterday, the Clydesdales marched through the hotel. I mean, they started way back there on new carpet, all the way through the casino, all the way to the sports book to place bets. And I was there for the action, and I saw a lovely lady who works here at the South Point. She had a bucket of Budweisers, and my goal was to get a free Budweiser beer. Here we go. So there they are. Look at the massive size of these horses. We appreciate you guys sticking around overtime to see the Clydesdales live on Punchlines here at the South Point. So there they are. 2 Clydesdales. This is not the same shirt. Why is it? Joe is snorting over here. That's pretty cool. All right, so anyway, the horses go to the windows. I'm very short. This is where I needed Sean. So we're going to cut to Sean's footage where there's me seeing the beer, though. If I can get one of these. That's what's good about being short. You get beer level. Anyway, she's got a bucket. Security guards hold me back. He knows. Now that is obviously not shot by me. That is Sean, who's very tall, holding the camera up very high. Oh, is that Drew Dog's footage? I apologize. It's a bookmaker's dream. It's two-way action. A bookmaker's dream, Vinny said. Yeah, they're going to win on the juice, so the Clydesdales go by. I mean, these things are – it was amazing to see. Sure what that guy does. Dude, that guy, we don't know what he does. But he wasn't needed yesterday. The bucket stayed empty. But you know what else wasn't empty? Boom! Look at her come through for me. Hands me the free bud. Where is that? By the way, accomplished. I got one. Cheers. I got the free bud. I was very excited, ladies and gentlemen. And you can see who's looking from inside. Was that Neverett? Looking from inside the studio?
That was probably me.
Oh, was that you? Was that him? All right. By the way, I have a little bone to pick with everybody.
Yeah, they had it on Sports by the Book yesterday, and I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I saw that on Sports by the Book. They were displayed beautifully. Where is mine? I had a beer. Did they drink them? Now, you want to talk about fear of missing out. Yeah, right there. That was my Budweiser beer.
I'm sure it was Parl's idea.
Well, now we have to prank him. Oh, we should do like pranks and stuff. All right, Ryan, you sent me this last night. Robin Lopez was traded to Sacramento. He plays for Milwaukee, right?
Yeah.
He was traded to Sacramento before the game where he found out he's going to be waived. So what did he do? Instead of sitting on the sideline cheering on his team?
Well, he's no longer on the team.
He's no longer on the team. Why care?
Got tickets to the game.
He got tickets to the game, which I'm sure he didn't pay for.
Instead of watching the game.
Oh, go ahead, Em. Punch it up. He just sat down and read a book. It's a little insulting to your teammates who are busting their humps up and down the court, and he's just sitting there reading a book. You know what he was reading? 10 favorite things to do in Sacramento. Right there. That's what he was trying to learn. Go to Old Town, my friend. Everything is hella good there. That's how they talk there. That's where that comes from. Hella? Northern California. Hella good. So the Kings don't want him, or is it a salary thing, right?
The Bucks?
No, he's traded to Sacramento where they're going to waive him.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was a salary dump.
It's a salary dump, yeah. By the way, basketball is the most confusing for that. They make these trades just to free up money. It's ridiculous.
The NBA is a joke anyway.
It is. And the money they make, but there's only, 10 guys on a team or 13, 12, 13?
Yeah.
There's not a lot, but the money's ridiculous. I wasn't begging for the beer. It was given to me.
You want it back. That's the problem.
What?
You want it back. That's the problem.
I want my beer back.
Yeah.
Well, it's free beer. There's nothing better than free beer. Last but not least, our man, local man, Count Floyd, Count de Monet. That's from Blazing Saddles. Count Floyd's also from SCTV. There you go. History of the world. Yeah, Count de Monet. Count de Monet. Count Floyd. Anyway, look at this. He spent $850,000 for a box. And then with fees and food or whatever, it's $1.13 million is what he actually paid. I mean, I hope he's sitting next to Taylor Swift for that, right? You would hope for good seats. That's insane. A lot of money. But Floyd Mayweather, I love how Floyd Mayweather always posts his winning tickets, or used to a lot. Never post the losing ticket. You know who knows about Floyd will be Joe, who we'll talk to in a minute. We're going to take a 2-minute break. We're going to reset. And the return of Joe D'Amico, who dressed down for me because he knew this is how I dress. I look nice.
You look great, Frank.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Ann. Thank you, Sean. All right, we'll be back in 2 minutes with Joe D'Amico.
If you're celebrating a special occasion or just love fine dining, you're in the right place. Come experience the crown jewel of South Point restaurants, Michael's Gourmet Room.
Welcome.
With over 600 different types of wines and magnificent dishes prepared tableside, you'll revel in the rich classic Vegas decor and the best black tie service in the world. This intimate gourmet room has earned accolades galore. Come to Michael's Gourmet Room for an unforgettable dining experience. Another famous restaurant is the Silverado Steakhouse, where you'll find the charm and service that discerning patrons require. From top quality steaks and chops to fresh seafood and desserts, you'll love the award-winning wine list and menu at Silverado Steakhouse. Steak lovers have even more options with primarily prime rib. Catering to hearty appetites, the menu features a variety of flavorful prime rib cuts, dry-aged to ensure tenderness, and then seasoned and slowly roasted. Although prime rib is our specialty, it's not the only thing on the menu. There's something for everyone. And if you're craving a taste of Italy, come experience delicious Italian cuisine and the attentive service at Don Vito's. Our culinary team starts with the freshest ingredients and transforms them into traditional favorites. And don't forget Italian desserts. Don Vito's. Savor the taste of Italy. Finally, if sushi is more your style, join us at the popular Zenshin Asian restaurant and sushi bar, where we're serving up the freshest sashimi, nigiri, and sushi rolls. And beyond the sushi, an exciting contemporary Asian cuisine menu, plus a variety of specialty drinks, Japanese and domestic beer, wine, and sake. Balance your hunger with Zenshin.
Stay on target.
Go Red Leader.
Stay on target. Stay on target. We've made Joe snort twice. By the way, live comments. Yes, Tommy. I knew it was History of the World Part. Count D-Monet.
Don't get saucy, Bernays.
It's good to be the king. It's good to be the king. I saw History of the World Part 1 in the movie theater. I was 11 years old. My mom, Mel Brooks, she's like, oh, this will be a cute movie. I mean, when my dad was there too. And then the opening of History Report with the monkeys, and my mom's like, oh, Christ. So me and my sister moved because I like to laugh at the dirty jokes without my parents around. And then I turned around and my parents had left me. No, they didn't. But I saw that movie in the theater. I saw a lot of R-rated movies. My dad was very free with the arts. And when you speak of the arts, you think of the bit we showed earlier today, the flag football, was Anne's piece de resistance. Anne, right? It was your art. I was talking about your art. All right, speaking of art, this man is beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. Joe D'Amico, I mentioned in the intro, this gentleman, I want to point it out again, Joe. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm getting the intro. Hold on, son of a gun.
I'm modest, but keep pointing it out.
Hold on. Oh, God. Here we go. This man, ladies and gentlemen, Joe D'Amico, in his last, he's 16-4 in his last 20 Super Bowl sides, 8-1 on the last 9 totals. He is here live. Joe D'Amico looking fly as always. That's dressed up to me.
I dressed down for you.
That is dressed up.
In my defense, I gave you 2 weeks to go buy a damn suit. You know I love you. I do want to say, I'd like to say thank you for having me back.
Of course.
Especially to everybody out there, guys. I'm told the show is very well received.
We love having you on.
I want to
Always
thank
good numbers.
Chris and Jimmy and Vinny and I love those guys, and this is my favorite book, and there's an excitement we'll talk about in a minute. I'd like to thank the staff here. Guys, working with them, they could have told me, though. I do have one bone to pick with you guys. I looked a little thick last time I was on the show. So I went to the gym. I went to a sauna gym every day with 130 degrees. I was working out. And if I didn't lose 8 or 9 pounds, I was going to come out with a fat guy, so I look thinner. Like a real fat guy. So because I really look like I have a 19-inch neck.
Right. Okay.
So when I turn to the left, it's like, or if you're dyslexic, I turn to the right. But no, it's really, I looked a little thick, so I said I had to go to the gym. So I've been working out just to lose some weight.
Well, no, have you been working out to lose weight, or are you just going to the sauna and not drinking water and just losing water weight?
Well, you got to report. No, I just hang out with fat people. No, I've actually been working out, doing this cardio at this hot sauna studio, and I love it. Especially when you get my age.
Right.
I jump in my pool. It sounds like I'm eating like Rice Krispies. It's like crunch, crunch, crunch because of all the arthritis. And, it doesn't matter what you can bench press. It's like the next day you feel like, I don't know, you feel like a Monday morning quarterback.
It's this cold weather. I'm waiting for it to warm up here in the desert. This weather's been brutal. Last week, if the Super Bowl would have been we had beautiful weather all week. people are coming to Vegas. I have friends in town. They're like,
happened
what
during
is
Formula One, you know?
Yeah.
It happens.
That's right.
God's way of saying, everybody stay out.
Stay out. Just right.
We love you guys. Please keep coming, you know?
Especially the California. By the way, okay, I haven't told the story. I was on volunteer right where the Raiders training or facility is. And I did a little weaving. Now, I don't know if you know that. You come up from St. Rose, you make a left, and it's like 2 or 3 lanes, and then the left lane becomes just a turn lane, and you don't know that. So I had to do a little slalom in there at the last second, right? Guy comes up, is yelling at me out his window, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm like, it was this guy's fault who kind of pinched me in, and the guy goes, go back to California.
Oh!
Because my plates are still California, which they've expired, I think. But anyway, so the guy yelled at me, go back to California. Everyone in Nevada hates people from California.
It's like New York hating Jersey drivers.
Yeah.
You know, I will tell you, do what I do. I don't even have a bat. I do have a bat in the car.
Okay.
But I have a little hand axe, a hatchet. Get out of the car with a hatchet. Even little guys like us, people just start running. It's great.
With a hatchet?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay. My wife made me swing it at a bank one day at the drive-thru. That's a whole other show. But she did. She's watching right now. You know it was your fault.
Oh, my God.
But listen, driving in town is crazy. It is crazy.
Right. There's a lot of people from out of town don't know what they're
It's
doing.
not that. It's just.
I got pulled over also. I got a warning for speeding. Maybe I shouldn't be driving. I got a warning, though. The guy let me off. I said, I'm Frank Nicotero from Punchlines. He goes, Mr. Nicotero, please continue on your way. I'm like, I have to go entertain America.
But yet you can't get a beer here.
I can't.
That's funny.
I had a beer, Joe. It was either Parles or Vinny stole it.
Paul took it. I got to think it was Parles.
I'm talking with Joe.
By the way,
Vinny
I want
and
to thank
Jenny
you
brought
again. You
their
know,
own in, yeah.
now I watch all the shows because you're Jason's son, not because of Frank.
Yeah, no, I
and
know.
I
Yeah,
see the resemblance. It's killing me. You have more hair than him, but then again, you don't have as many kids as he had growing up. So,
well, he just had one kid 2 weeks ago.
Congratulations.
Just had a baby
the hair
girl?
will start thinning. The hair will start. Listen, if you went out with my ex, you wouldn't even have eyebrows at this point. Trust me.
By the way,
It's
Joe,
just-
as an
do we
Italian,
have to talk about football soon?
we're going to get to it right now,
Okay.
but I just want to say, as an Italian, I was very honored. Ryan asked me to be the godfather to his baby girl.
Did you really?
No, he didn't at all.
Are you kidding me? We make the best Godfathers.
I mean, come
we
on.
give the best envelopes. We don't give you like diapers and stuff.
That's
We'll
right.
give you envelopes. We give you envelopes like this. You know, I'm a little disappointed in you. I'm gonna have to talk to Jason.
Talk
That's
to
all
the
I'm gonna
dad.
say.
All right, so listen, we are here to talk about, we've been talking about props, Chris, and the Sportsbook put out their cross props, but you want to talk about good old normal props because people
Yes.
love these for Super Bowl Sunday.
Listen, may I give a disclaimer?
Go, do whatever
You know,
you
I
got
really
to do.
enjoy doing this. This is fun.
I love this is like
fun.
the old days for you
This
and
is
I.
like, absolutely. Guys, as far as props go, we're all well aware that not just in the Super Bowl, which back in the day, my friends, was the only major prop day of the year. All right, with the explosion of sports betting throughout the country, you know, on any given day, in any given sport, you've got props on every game longer than your arm. It's crazy. Folks, when it comes to props, if it does not give you value, step away. Now, if you just want to bet some props for poops and giggles, I cleaned that up. I made it a G-Rip. For poops and giggles, by all means, bet 20, 30 props for $5 or $10 a game and have all the poops and giggles that your pants can handle. But if you're in this to make money, you've got to be disciplined. Listen, let me tell you what I mean by that. There's a prop out there, Frank, right now, all around town. Will Patrick Mahomes throw a touchdown?
Right.
Do I think he's going to throw a touchdown? Absolutely. I think he's going to throw a couple. We'll
Yeah.
get into that in a minute. But you got to lay 450 to 550. So in other words, guys, there's no value.
Correct.
There is no value. If you want to just, hey, I got a touchdown. I made $3.12. Great. Now, there's no value in it, all right? And unless you're betting hundreds of thousands of dollars, there's no profit in it either. And by the way, God forbid, and I'm really not looking to put the horns on Patrick Mahomes, especially with what I bet on him this week.
Right.
Guys, if he gets hurt in the first play, the game goes out, you're screwed.
Yeah.
I see these guys, I got this on the money line. I laid 11-1. Dude, I'm telling you right now, it's not smart at all.
Okay.
Listen. It's just not smart. I'm going to tell you right now, be smart about your props.
Okay.
Really, if you want to have fun, bet all the props for $5
That's
and $10
me.
a
I
game.
do stupid ones.
Nothing
but,
wrong with that.
Okay.
But that's enjoyable.
Yes.
You do that once. I mean, you don't do that every day, right?
No, I don't. No,
if you do, I got a phone number, 1-800-GAMBLERS Anonymous.
I don't do it every day.
But there are some props out there you can make serious money. I know we talked a little bit before the show. I don't do very elaborate props. Like,
Right.
will this guy score points in the basketball
Right.
game more than that?
Right.
I don't do it. I'm a meat and potatoes type of gambler. All right. For me, less is always more. But I will tell you, over the last several years, I have made 6 figures or more betting props in the big game.
Okay.
And I do have a few. Now, I circled 35 when they first came out. But once again, Gamblers Anonymous.
You got to whittle it down.
Whittle it down to what brings us value. And I have a few.
Okay.
I have like a 12 or 13. And
Run them.
If can I run them?
Yes.
Will the game be tied after 0-0 plus $1.45?
Yes.
Listen, the last 2 Super Bowls, I think I made like close to $100,000 on this prop, the two Super Bowls combined.
Okay.
All right. Odds are 7-7, 14, or even later in the game, 21-21, whatever. For 0-0 plus 145, to me, that offers me value. Now, Frank, I see a lot of people, well, this guy's going to do that. This guy's going to do that. First of all, sports betting, especially when you're betting a game like this, it's a living, breathing thing. The flow of the game can change how a coach handles his offensive unit.
Sure.
We don't know. I mean, will Christian McCaffrey run the ball? Absolutely.
Of course.
He might come out of the backfield a lot. He might, whatever, so to speak, using him as an example. Shortest field goal of the game. I see a lot of guys over, 27.5 yards, under -110. I think, especially in the last few rounds of the playoffs, we've seen a lot of coaches make some bad decisions when it comes to third down, fourth down, and instead of kicking a field goal, going for touchdowns.
Being aggressive,
guys, right?
yeah. It's the last game of the year.
This is not like, we'll get him next week. This is it. You're done, you go home. Under 27.5 yards. Ooh. Now, I love this one. I love this a lot because it's plus 250. Will there be a special team or defensive touchdown?
Oh, yeah, that's a popular one, yeah.
Frank, these two defenses are phenomenal.
Yeah.
They are phenomenal with playmakers all over the units. And I will tell you, there's a good plus 250 offers me value. The longest rush by Purdy, 6.5 yards. I like over. It's even money.
Okay, defensive touchdown here real quick. Yeah, here we go. We got plus 2. So you say yes?
Yes, absolutely.
Bet yes. Yeah, you're rooting
absolutely.
for a touchdown.
Bet it.
All right.
Bet it. If you don't win it, call me. I'll give you Frank's number. He'll pay you back. By the way, his number? No. Purdy, 6.5 yards rushing. Will his longest rush be 6.5 yards or more?
Yeah.
This is a team. They give the ball to him on third down, sometimes even on fourth. Do I think he's going to be running for his life? I think there are times both quarterbacks will be running for their life. I like over 6.5 yards at even money. Total touchdown passes by him. It's 1.5. I think that they're going to, listen, they've got a great arsenal of receivers.
Yeah.
All right, plus you got McCaffrey coming out of the backfield. Over 1.5, -110. I don't have a single prop that isn't above 110.
Okay, so again, this is value, which you're hammering home. Hammering home value.
Value, baby. Value. We're talking value, Frank.
It's value.
Listen, receiving yards by Kittle. Guys, this guy is a 12-bucket Kentucky Fried Chicken eating son of a gun. He's a big guy. He's his go-to guy over the middle. And when you're dealing with a defense like the Kansas City Chiefs have, I feel that he's going to have over 49.5 receiving yards. I bet that pretty strong. I also bet him, Frank, to score a touchdown at plus 170.
Yeah, he's a big Kittle fan. He wore his Kittle jersey yesterday. Ryan had his 85
wore it on the air?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Hey, he wore it on the air for show 85. And Kittle was your fantasy tight end who is always a stud. We like that one, too. Kittle's going to score,
plus
right?
170. Mahomes. Now we're going to switch it around a bit. Let's go talk about the Chiefs a bit. Touchdown passes by Mahomes, 2 over 170. Listen, the guy works magic. We're going to talk about that during my breakdown of the side of the game.
Okay.
Over 170 offers us value. And I'm still the same thing. Pacheco to score a TD.
Pacheco,
he's the ground guy, man.
He's the man.
He's the ground guy. Plus 120 offers us value. We're going to talk about Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
Okay.
No more is he Travis Kelce. He's Taylor Swift's.
He really has
Jason
become.
Kelce's brother.
Yeah, right. Jason Kelce's out and about more.
Everybody likes him now because of what he's been doing with the kids and the beer and the shirt.
Shirtless, yeah, right.
Yeah, I got to tell you something. He's really let himself go since the end of the season. Yeah.
Well, he might be retired. We don't know yet, but we'll see.
Well, we don't know. That could be a ploy.
And they're playing a game in Brazil, and he's going to end up in a skimpy little bathing suit on the beach at some point. I know. Think about that.
I don't think too many things going to shut Joe D'Amico up. That one did.
Well, we talked about it on the show the other day, and Ryan created a picture of what it would look like, Jason, in a banana hammock. I don't want to throw you off. Get back to your props.
I'll be back later. Guys, we all know Kelce's he's, in my opinion, the most valuable player to his offensive unit.
Yes.
We all know Patrick Mahomes, like Gronk was to Brady, or even Cooper Kupp was a few years ago.
Yeah.
Guys, I think he's the most valuable player to his offensive unit. Even if he gets double or triple teamed, and by the way, Frank is well aware of this. Here in Vegas, you got to pay extra for that. It's a thinker, guys. But even if he gets double teamed, somebody could be open by a few yards.
Yeah.
He is Mahomes' go-to guy, over 72.5 yards, minus 110.
Yeah, we like that.
Longest reception by him, 21.5 yards, over even money.
That one, I love that one. I love that one.
I got it. I like it. And there's the last two that I want to give out are both huge, and I bet them really, really big.
Okay, these
really
are,
big.
We're starring
really
these.
Big.
Starring
them.
Put a star by it.
Receptions by Kelce, 6.5. I took the over minus 110. I fired on this, guys.
Okay.
Absolutely fired. And then
he could get this in the first half.
He could. Now you jinxed him. It'll be like a minute left in the fourth quarter.
So wait, what is it? Oh, it's up to 7.5 here. All right, but you got
I have
him
it at 6. Well, I'm sorry then, guys.
That's all right.
I still like it at 7.5. I think he's going to get 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Will he score a TD plus 105? That's what it was when I bet it. What is it now?
Oh, he's just hammering out codes. Don't worry about
okay. I don't know.
it. He's getting rotation numbers so we can match everything.
Okay, plus 105. I fired on that as well. Guys, we could get into the total, which I'm not in love with. I do have a lean on it. But I do think these two offenses, even if they stutter a little bit, if they stall, they're very smart coaches. They will adapt. They will change their game plans a little bit. I think you're going to see Mahomes and Purdy put up some decent numbers here. I really do. But we're going to get into who I like in just a second.
All right. Okay.
Tell me you want me to get into it?
I do. I'm waiting. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe you had another beer down there.
Look, I got stopped on my way in here at Starbucks. I got stopped in. I got stopped in, and a couple guys were asking me, and I just, again, how can you not bet Patrick Mahomes? I mean, the guy. Okay, we'll get to it. I like Patrick Mahomes, but I mean, am I rooting for the Niners?
He's married though.
Yeah. I just don't know. I don't know. What do you think?
By the way, you still don't have a cup with your picture on it, do you?
Well, I don't have a cup with my picture, but come on, look at this Super Bowl 58 cup. This is my night water cup for a long time.
That's great. Can I do a disclaimer on the side too?
Yes.
I love this. This banter is great.
Yes, I love it.
Plus, gives you a chance to breathe.
I
suck the oxygen out of the room. They're taking oxygen.
I get to take a sip of my drink, which normally I'm talking nonstop. So this is lovely.
Sports fans, I know that everybody bets the Super Bowl, and I was making a fortune in 6th grade with football sheets in the schoolyard, and that is true. Everybody bets the Super Bowl. However, the gamblers that bet the Super Bowl for one of 3 reasons, and this is sports betting 101 first, because they really like it. All right, I'm going to get back to that in a second. The second, because they know they're not going to be able to bet a football game for another 6 months. So, they put all their
exactly.
Eggs, you know what I'm saying? And the third reason, they want to either get even or make a big score. Listen, guys, for most of the season between college and pro football, over the course of a weekend, you got 75 plus games to choose from.
Right.
Okay, so this time of year, the pickings are slim. If you really like the game, by all means, bet it. But understand that just because the Super Bowl doesn't mean you have to bet the kids' college fund.
Right, exactly.
Because, then you'll wind up going to Tallahassee Junior College. Let me put it this way, guys. Really, if you're in a bar anywhere but in Vegas at 2 a.m., what does the bartender say? Last call.
Last call. Okay? No, not here.
Once they put the lights on, there's only one person left. Even if they have bad hygiene and no teeth, does that mean you got to take them home? No. So when you get the pickings are slim, be a little more particular.
I love the analogy.
See, I know you do, because me and you spend many a night at a bar. But honestly, guys, listen, if you like the game, bet it. I know it's the Super Bowl. And for you guys that are bettors and gamblers, I know this is the last chance for you guys to make a score or get even from this season. Don't be stupid.
Don't go too big. Yeah.
Don't go
bet
too
within
big.
your means. Yeah.
You should always bet within your means. But whatever your means is, for example, and I know people that are liquid. They're worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
Right.
And they like to bet a dime a game, $1,000 a game. I know a buddy of mine is a valet here in town. He won't bet less than $5,000 a game.
Jesus.
So I'm not saying your means is what your lifestyle is. It's what you're comfortable in betting. You're comfortable in betting comfortably and in possibly losing.
Okay.
So, and I got to be honest with you. You look over my shoulder. A lot of guys that look miserable out there. You know what I'm saying? No, it's
everywhere
true,
in the sports book. Yeah,
every sports book.
So stay within your
within your means.
Have fun this week at the Super Bowl.
It's the Super Bowl. Bet the squares. Bet anything you want. A lot of the casinos, a lot of the sports books have squares now.
I can't believe that.
It's
amazing.
Funny.
Yeah,
it's funny. I made a fortune doing that all those years.
I know, right?
All right. So, is it the big time? Is it the time?
Yeah, do it. Reveal.
Right. You notice how I did my notes here.
I like it. I like you bring your own easel.
I didn't even show. Yeah, I had to. Especially it makes me look taller. No.
I gotta get.
All right. Frank, my friends, there's no question that both of these teams deserve to be here. As a matter of fact, I predicted this in the preseason, these two teams.
Wow.
And broken clock is right. And I predicted both of these teams will be fighting for the Lombardi Trophy. By the way, Frank, named after another great Italian.
Oh, Vinny!
Just throwing that out there. All the great things are Italian. All right. Having said that, with all respect to the San Francisco 49ers and Brock Purdy, in my opinion, they just haven't proven to me they could win on this level. I know Purdy wasn't there a few years ago when the Niners made it to the Super Bowl. That's not his fault, but I feel this team is a little bit short of what they need to win here. Now, whether you like it or not, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are the new Tom Brady and the Patriots. I don't care how much you like him or dislike his receiver's girlfriend or dislike his brother. It doesn't matter. The guy is the new Tom Brady. This is the new Chiefs team, all right? And they have proven that not only can they get to this platform, they could win on this platform, okay?
Yep.
And they did overcome a loss to come back and win another one. That is big. That is huge. That tells me more about, more about a fighter.
Yeah, they come
all right? Really,
it's not about you get knocked down. It's about how you get up.
Absolutely.
Rocky Balboa.
Now, Patrick Mahomes, he's money. He comes up big in big game situations, guys. And if you're worried about the hype, I keep hearing stuff all over the media that this team is not what they once were. I don't know where they got that from. And that their defense can't stop the rush. Well, just tell that to the Ravens.
Yeah, right.
Right? The number one rushing team in the league. They shut them down completely. They possess a defensive unit that still, we talked about this last time on the show, they still haven't allowed any opponent to put up more than 27 points. That's big. After the conference title win, Patrick Mahomes, this is big, and this is going to really appeal to our sports bettors. After the conference title win, Patrick Mahomes was interviewed on the field, and he made it a point to say that him and the rest of the team, they knew they came in here as underdogs.
Yeah.
You know, guys, I'm not talking that he knows the line of the game.
Yeah.
But every day, sports betting is so prevalent. It's on every
you can't avoid
game
it,
show. They're an underdog. They're another. What do you think? Do you think that sits well? We just talked about fighters. Do you think if I'm the heavyweight champ, right, and I'm undefeated, and all of a sudden a new kid on the block, and I come in an underdog, you don't think I'm going to take a little bit?
Yep.
You know,
a little
take
offense to that.
Absolutely. Do I think they're going to make an example out of this team like they did their last opponent? I think San Francisco is loaded. I think they're a very good team. One last thing, guys. The big game usually comes down to mistakes. We talked about this a few
turnovers,
weeks ago. Purdy being young and not having played in this game like this is something to think about. Mahomes, even if he's down, and even if he commits a miscue, I don't want to say turnover, a miscue, he doesn't rattle guys. This guy is cool as ice, I'm telling you right now. Trust me when I tell you, Mahomes and the Chiefs will take care of business here and probably win this game outright, but always err on the side of caution. Take the points.
Take the points.
I'm giving out KC. And it's not because I had them the last few games, because it's the right play.
There you go. You heard it from Joe. I wrote down all 13 props. I am going to bet these. Trust me. That's unbelievable. Thank you again for coming in. You are the man. Thank you for all your fans that watch the show and watch the show after. Lots of prop bets, lots of talks out there. What is this? Baseball bets. Joey B prop bet. Plus the over-under baseball bets that Joe D has in all his vehicles. What does he have? 5.5.
What do I have?
How many bats do you have in your car?
Just one bat.
Just one, all you need.
I do have a small hatchet on the driver's side door and 2 guns. Only one is registered.
Okay, on that note that he's gotten himself in trouble, we should probably dump out of that. Anyway, wait, Jimmy Vaccaro's coming in. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Jimmy's coming in. What do we got, Jimmy? Come on in. Okay, wait. What mic should he get on? Here, come on in. Yeah, grab that. Okay, well, here we go. Here we go. Jimmy Vaccaro's just brought in. Someone bet a straight bet on the Niners, the money line, $205,000 to win $164,000. They'll collect $369,000. And he might not be done. Okay, we got to well. Jimmy Vaccaro, ladies and gentlemen, you can't end a show better than that. But we are going to end it with Kevin Belenkoff. We're going to play the video and go to credits. What am I talking about? It's Super Bowl Sunday. Have a good bet within your means. Have fun. Do the props. Come to the South Point. I will be here at all the parties except for the one that won't let me in. And Monday is going to be a giant show. We're going to have a bunch of videos, bunch of fun. Of course, we're going to talk about the game. And Alex White will be here. So we'll leave you with Kevin Belenkoff, who recorded. This is his side. And by the way,
props.
This is his props one? You did props yesterday, I thought.
No, he did the side yesterday.
Did the side. This is his props bet. So here's Kevin Belenkoff to end the show. Have a good Super Bowl weekend. Super Bowl 58, Vegas. Vegas lines in Nevada. Live in Nevada every show.
Hey, Frank. When people talk about the Super Bowl, everybody loves to play props. I don't play the props very often, but I'll look at them for the Super Bowl because it's a special situation. But because I don't play them very often, first of all, I don't bother with the ones that are just for fun where I have no edge, who's going to win the coin flip, things like that. I don't play those. And I try not to play those where you got to lay a lot of juice. You can win with those and do pretty well. But if I'm laying $3 to win $1 and I lose, it's painful, and I don't play them often enough to win that money back. So looking at kind of the closer ones, I did find one number I found really interesting. In 17 of 20 games this season, Kansas City scored an odd number of points. So you can play that. You got to lay $1.15 to win one, but I'm going to play Kansas City to score an odd number and see how that goes. Now, I mentioned I like the over, but Kansas City well known for keeping the second half under. They've done that all season long. So I may want to look at the under in the second half for Kansas City. But since I like the over, where are the points going to come? In the first half. So I'm going to play both Kansas City and San Francisco to go over in the first half. Or there's another prop where you could choose which half they're going to score more in. I would go with the first half. And I'd also take the first score to be a touchdown because we want points in the first half. And I think you can get that. I wrote it down at plus 140. So anytime you can get a little juice in that situation, it's pretty good. In addition to that, because of the points, I think somebody will try a 2-point conversion. Even for the attempt, you get plus 115. And I think it's going to be a close game. So we're going to take advantage of a couple of those as well. We're going to play the first quarter to end in a tie. You get plus 250. We're going to play the first half to end in a tie. And you get plus 305 for that. So once again, looking at a close game, high scoring in the first half, maybe not in the second half. I looked up my predicted score of Kansas City 28, San Francisco 24. With that exact score, you get plus 1,200. Why not? Give it a shot. Those are the props I like. I know they're not really the fun ones, but those are the ones that I think really have a strong chance. And if you can hit half of them, you're going to make yourself some money. Good luck.